have a 4-year-old and he's 2, and they can name all the animals. Maybe some interactive activities. Like my son really enjoys the Nickelodeon, Nick Jr. website. It's very user-friendly and it teaches them a lot.
I like videos. Videos are really cool.
I think a lot more of it would be interesting to the younger generation if it were on video, something that they could actually see and communicate with.
Maybe clips of animals, you know, like how they live and all that.
Tell us about the dinosaurs.
They're big, tall.
I don't know, take videos inside the museum and just put it on the internet.
Video.
Video. Reenactment. Yeah.
I would like to see like pictures of soldiers and the president giving a speech.
Video of a person explaining it or something.
Yeah, like have like a video of like the flag and then kind of have like documentary in the background.
Yeah,
that'd be
cool.
Awesome.
Like videos, teaching about different parts of the museum and what they're about, and photos of people like looking around and everything.
Show the size of it. I mean, if you can.
Maybe a mascot.
It can have a fan page. Yeah, on Facebook.
That'll be one of my fans. I'll be a fan of the Smithsonian. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I don't use Facebook. He uses YouTube. Oh, you use Facebook too? Uh-oh. What? Why did you ask that? I didn't know. Wait a minute.
Videos of some exhibits and an explanation.
Like virtual click-through things like that. Different timelines, pictures, lots of pictures.
I guess when you have new science breakthroughs, you can just update it. If there's new technology, make it available to the children so they can learn faster and they can retain what they see.
I think everyone will have some kind of ID to where when you log on or ask for information, it knows information about you and yours, and you'll be able to interact and bypass all the useless information or stuff that wouldn't be interesting to us, and kind of touch on the important things.
Well, it'd have to look creative, like not just some blank website.
Just like
I see a lot of those
fun.
when I'm looking for homework. Like I usually pick the more colorful kinds because really I do.
Yeah,
like
I think learning is more
fun
when like things are like really like colorful and
not like just flat, like you know how you see the flat just white pages like someone typed up this really long essay.
To make history fun, you'd have to make it better than video games, or you'd have to make it more enjoyable and have them get an education without them knowing.
Actually, now I'm going to show the pictures to classmates and figure out how I can maybe print them out or email them to my professor or something like that, and show them it maybe on my laptop through the phone. I don't know how to do this stuff yet, but I'm trying to work more with technology.
Like turn it into more of like story, the history, like tell it like a story.
Maybe outreach to the schools more too. They have smart boards, they're putting internet content up and working with it in the classroom. So you're bringing up a video, about space travel or something like that, because that's what you're studying, and the teacher knows the Smithsonian is a good and reliable website. Maybe you show that to your classroom, or maybe you're telling your children how to research a paper. My daughter in 4th grade, they did group PowerPoints on a science project that they did. My son did one on volcanoes, imported a video clip of a volcano exploding in his PowerPoint. You can have something with a lot of information and really meaty and still not talk down to the kids with it, so that a kid could access it at different levels. So there's cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff. I think the time is right for the Smithsonian to look closely at it.
The Smithsonian is the world's largest research and museum complex, established for the increase and diffusion of knowledge. We're undergoing some changes. Technology and networking over the internet and cell phones have radically changed museums, research, and entertainment. We are working on a strategy to assist the institution to forge ahead into this new and exciting territory. We need your help. We want to know what you think. We want the people to have a voice in where they see the Smithsonian in the years to come. So use your webcam, video camera, or camera phone, and in 1 minute or less, answer this question. Given the new ways of learning with technology, the internet, social networking, photos, videos, and cell phones, where do you see the Smithsonian's museums and websites going in the future? How can we make the Smithsonian more relevant in a digital age? Upload your video to this YouTube Smithsonian group. We want to hear from adults and kids alike. Be a part of history and a part of Smithsonian's future.
I think the Smithsonian should get a Twitter feed where they could have different tweets about interesting facts about the Smithsonian that maybe you wouldn't know, and that different people who work there could show their favorite exhibits and give sort of the backstory behind the putting together of these exhibits, which I think this would just give it more of a personal relationship between the people who run the museum and the museum goer people.
Smithsonian could and should become an ISP or free webmail provider, maybe even linked into Microsoft Outlook to provide the educational material intended by James Macy Smithson. Doing this would bring current and ready for the next genre or vehicle information all Smithsonian material. Right?
Right.
And then we could ride the carousel.
Hi, so for the online Smithsonian Museum, what I think would be really great and helpful would be to have a 360-degree viewing of all Smithsonian artifacts and documents that our viewers can access, whether it's for research papers or personal reference or just for curiosity's sake. Lastly, an iPhone Smithsonian application would be really awesome on your iPhone.
We can take and reuse, maybe mix into other videos, like under a Creative Commons license or something like that, so that we can have fun, use it so that it's really owned by the nation and not by some lockdown content, so that we can feel like the Smithsonian is something that we as a country can be proud of and can unite with and participate in, rather than just seeing a big thing on the hill that doesn't really do much except show us cool stuff if we take the time to travel over to it.
The web's transformed culture, it's transformed the way we do commerce, it's transformed the way we do advertising, it's transformed the way we do entertainment. But science has been very little affected.
You're used to being able to get on the web and find relevant information pretty quickly, and you're used to being able to order books or other materials off of the web. But scientists can't do this when they're trying to cure malaria or to cure cancer.
When researchers, doctors, do their research, what they end up finding is a lot of it is in separate silos. Some are private silos, and some are silos that have just been built because that's where people store their information. People around the world who can make progress with scientific research don't have access to them, and the public doesn't have access to them.
Science Commons is a nonprofit project, and what we're trying to do is to make the web work for science the way that it works for culture.
What Science Commons can do is make research flow more easily.
I mean, scientists are the ultimate remixers. They're taking information from multiple different sources and trying to analyze it and say, well, how does this all work together? So we want to get that data up in a commons on the web so other users can use it for new uses, new experiments, new insights, and still give people who want some control an ability to keep some of that control.
We're not trying to interfere with rightful ownership of compounds, drugs, devices, but even these companies are recognizing that the upstream basic research that led to these discoveries needs to be shared.
If we can systematically increase our chances of making big discoveries and decrease the likelihood that we're ignoring information that we should be using, then that's the best chance we have to get these breakthroughs in understanding about our bodies and about drugs.
Because the world is filled with minds who can contribute, and when that information is shared, things just move faster.